Hello everyone. At the end of 2024, an Indonesian-based international terrorist group, named Jemaah Islamiyah, hold declaration of disbandment. Now at the beginning of 2025, Indonesian government planning to release the terrorist prisoners from Jemaah Islamiyah. Here is the complete news. This is from Kumparan News. Terrorism case prisoners will be given pardon and amnesty. January 2, 2025. The Jemaah Islamiyah or J organization, which is often associated with terror groups, has officially disbanded. Former J convicts have also pledged allegiance to the Republic of Indonesia. Coordinating Minister for Law, Human Rights, Immigration and Corrections, Yusril Iza Mahendra, said that his party was currently reviewing the identities of the prisoners. He encouraged the prisoners to apply for clemency to the president. The government is reviewing the names, and I have obtained a definite number of the actual number of prisoners involved in terrorism cases or other cases involving Jemaah Islamiyah members that we are reviewing. Whether they are encouraged to apply for clemency to the president, said Yusril after attending the 2024 Constitutional Court report and the opening of the 2025 session at the Constitutional Court, Jakarta, Thursday, January 2. In addition, Yusril also revealed that the government is discussing granting amnesty to the terrorist convicts. If you apply for amnesty, of course you have to ask for consideration from the House of Representatives, and it is also possible to carry out abolition, if it is in the process, before there is a final decision from the court, he said. The government welcomes the dissolution of Jemaah Islamiyah, and let us build a peaceful, tolerant, and friendly religious life, and no longer consider the government of the Republic of Indonesia as a country that is contrary to the principles of Islamic teachings, said Yusril. This is from Detik News. Gerindra legislators support ex-J prisoners encouraged to submit clemency request to President. Coordinating Minister for Law, Human Rights, Immigration and Corrections, Yusril Iza Mahendra, said the government is encouraging former members of Jemaah Islamiyah or J to apply for clemency to the president. Deputy Chairman of Commission 13 of the House of Representatives, DPR, Gerindra faction, Sugiat Santoso, supports this plan. We support the government's policy, especially Mr. Prabowo's, regarding the granting of clemency, amnesty for 44,000 prisoners, based on a humanitarian, democratic, and human rights approach. Regarding former J, we have received information that they have expressed their repentance and returned to the bosom of Indonesia, said Sugiat to reporters, Thursday, January 2, 2025. I think this can be included in the category of those who are given pardon, as long as the parameters of humanity and democracy are within their reach. I think there is no problem, he added. Then Sugiat also said that of course this plan must still be monitored by the National Counter-Terrorism Agency or BNPT. This is so that the terrorist prisoners can be ensured to be clean. Yes. Later, the process of granting clemency, specifically for J, must still coordinate with BNPT, ensuring that their ideology is Pancasila, they have truly returned to the Republic of Indonesia. If it is guaranteed that their ideology is clean, then there is no problem, he said. This is also from Detik News. BNPT to conduct assessment of former J prisoners for clemency application. Coordinating Minister for Law, Human Rights, Immigration and Corrections, Yusril Iza Mahendra, said the government is encouraging former members of Jemaah Islamiyah or J to apply for clemency to the president. The National Counter-Terrorism Agency, BNPT, will conduct an assessment of the terrorist prisoners. We will coordinate with the Minister of Immigration and Corrections. to conduct an assessment of the terrorists in detention centers and prisons. But in the context of prisoners already in prison, there we will conduct an assessment of the former G in prison. If they are indeed in accordance with the requirements determined by the Minister of Law and Human Rights Regulation, we will definitely submit them for parole, said the head of BNPT, Commissioner General Eddie Hartono when contacted by Deticom, Thursday, January 2, 2025. Eddie said that his party also involved Densus 88 anti-terror Polri to the prosecutor's office in the assessment. Later, XG prisoners who meet the requirements will be released. This is being done. We will conduct an assessment together with Densus, BNPT, and prosecutors too, because there is already a coordinating team for the implementation of deradicalization. That is what we will use to assess terrorism prisoners in prison, whether they have met the requirements for parole, he said. Furthermore, Eddie said the number of XG prisoners was around 100. That's around 115, around that number, he said. Now, who is Jamaah Islamiyah? This is from Wikipedia. Jamaah Islamiyah, meaning Islamic Congregation, frequently abbreviated JI, was a Southeast Asian Islamist militant group based in Indonesia, which was dedicated to the establishment of an Islamic State in Southeast Asia. On the 25th of October 2002, immediately following the G perpetrated 2002 Bali bombings, JI was added to the UN Security Council Resolution 1267. JI was a transnational organization with cells in Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, and the Philippines. In addition to Al-Qaeda, the group is also alleged to have links to the Moro Islamic Liberation Front and Jamaah Ansharut Tauhid, a splinter cell of the G which was formed by Abu Bakar Basir on the 27th of July 2008. The group has been designated as a terrorist group by the United Nations, Australia, Canada, China, Japan, the United Kingdom, and the United States. It remained very active in Indonesia, where it publicly maintained a website as of January 2013. In October 2021, Director of Identification and Socialization, Detachment 88, Muhammad Sadiq said that 876 members of Jamaah Islamiyah had been arrested and sentenced in Indonesia. On the 16th of November 2021, Indonesian National Police launched a crackdown operation, which revealed that the group operated in disguise as a political party, Indonesian People's Dakwah Party. The revelation shocked many people, as it was the first time in Indonesia that a terrorist organization disguised itself as a political party and attempted to intervene and participate in the Indonesian political system. This is from BNPT website. BNPT and Densus 88 hold declaration of disbandment of Jamaah Islamiyah and pledge of allegiance to the Republic of Indonesia in Solo. December 21, 2024. The National Counter-Terrorism Agency BNPT, together with the Special Detachment 88 Anti-Terror, Densus 88 of the Indonesian National Police, implemented the declaration of the dissolution of Jamaah Islamiyah or G, and the Pledge of Allegiance of former G members to the Unitary State of the Republic of Indonesia or NKRI, in an effort to strengthen the values of the ideology of Pancasila, democracy, and human rights. In his remarks, the head of BNPT, Commissioner General of Police, Eddie Hartono, emphasized the importance of ongoing assistance for former members of Jamaah Islamiyah. We will provide training guidance, mentoring for activities such as national insight, then entrepreneurship and other things, so that friends from the former Jamaah Islamiyah can live in harmony, in the midst of a diverse society, he said while giving a speech at the Convention Hall of Tirtonadi Terminal, Solo, Central Java, on Saturday, December 21, 2024. Furthermore, Commissioner General Police Eddie emphasized that this momentum is an important milestone towards Golden Indonesia 2045, as well as the end of a series of 45 similar activities that have been carried out in various regions of Indonesia. In the future, this is heading towards Golden Indonesia, a better Indonesia. This series has 45 activities throughout Indonesia, and it happens to be in Solo. So this is a historic moment for us, he added. Furthermore, the Chief of Police, General Police, Listio Sigit Prabowo on the same occasion, expressed his appreciation to BNPT, Densus 88, and the parties involved. The highest appreciation for our hard work, especially from BNPT, Densus, the extraordinary collaboration with all of Jamaah Islamiyah, who have worked hard almost 45 times to carry out meeting activities, and at that time an agreement and joint pledge emerged to return together to the unitary state of the Republic of Indonesia, explained the Chief of Police. Listio Sigit also emphasized the importance of a soft approach in the deradicalization program. This is the fruit of a soft approach, and of course we have a commitment to jointly maintain, join, and strengthen the Republic of Indonesia, he said. This declaration was warmly welcomed by Siswanto, a former member of Jamaah Islamiyah, who hopes that extremist actions will disappear. This mentoring process has been ongoing since the first declaration on June 30, 2024, until the 45th meeting today. We hope that this will be the final step to ensure our full integration with the state and society, so that there is no more extremism. Hopefully those who are still outside will also soon realize and join, Siswanto hoped. Well, that's all for the news. I think this is quite concerning. There is a teaching in Islam called taqiyya, means lie. It is allowed in Islam to fool the enemy. So there is no guarantee that those people really deradicalized, except they are apostate from Islam. Not all Muslims are terrorists, but all Muslims have the potential to be terrorists. So, please pray for Indonesia. See you in the next video.
Yang bawahan dari gabawan, kepalanya sungsang, otaknya diselangkang. Surganya cuma batang yang mencari lubang, selalu mimpi disayang oleh para dayang. Hidungnya belang, mulutnya lancang, suka menantang. Dengan muka garang, tidak bisa menang. Kalau tidak curang, sering dapat uang. Menggunakan parang, tapi ngaku dagang di tanah abang. Pengetahuannya kurang, nuraninya hilang. Percaya Tuhan yang berhutang, untuk Nabi berperang. Suka pantaran benci semua orang, merampok para tukang yang bekerja di ladang. Memperbudak bujang dan perempuan yang malang. Baju putih dia pasang lalu pergi ke simpang. Ibadahnya adalah nampang, supaya dikira nyumbang. Dongeng dia pegang, sejarah dia buang. Jadi tobatlah sekarang sebelum kesempatanmu melayang.